What's going on, guys? I just got a very quick update for you here on my Japanese. So I've got 4 months left, which is enough time to do quite a bit of work, but it's not a lot. So I'm starting to shift my focus to make sure that I'm going to hit the kind of targets that I want to by the end of the year, making sure I'm on track for that. So the last couple of weeks I've been working a lot harder than I have been most of the summer, which has been hard with all the traveling and touring I've been doing to find time. I basically haven't been home in 2 months, but in the last couple of weeks I have been able to kind of up my game, and I have a pretty good idea of where I think I can get and how I'm going to do that. So that's part one. Part two is that I am making a bit of a shift in where my focus is, and I'm looking a little bit more at grammar, because now I'm feeling the need to kind of go back and sort of master a lot of that stuff that I've skipped. So I felt this shift before in other languages. So when I was learning Italian and French, for me it was around 1,000 words. So after learning the first 1,000 words is about when I started feeling the need to go back and learn all of the verb conjugations. And I don't know if I'll necessarily learn everything in Japanese, because the verb conjugations are pretty extensive when you get deep into them. You can say a lot just with verbs, depending on how you conjugate them, but we'll see how that goes. In any case, I do need to go and learn a lot of that stuff, since I've been mainly focusing on just vocabulary recently. So that would be the other thing. And lastly, I am making a shift to learn more personally relevant words rather than just learning by straight frequency. But the way that I'm doing it is I have the core decks all imported into Anki now. So I've got all 10,000 words in there with sentences and audio and all that good stuff. And so now what I'm doing is, instead of just going down that list one by one in frequency order, I'm picking words from a file that I have where I write down things that I would like to know in Japanese. So if I'm walking in the street right now and I think of some word in Japanese that would be really useful, and I go, how do I say that? Then I'll make a note of it and I'll go back and look it up later. So I'm learning that kind of stuff. Also words that have come up in lessons that I didn't understand, or things that I wanted to say. Stuff that's really personally relevant. And so I will go and search for those words in the core decks, so I can see if there's a sentence with audio, and I'll use those sentences to learn those words. And then I'll learn any other words in that sentence that I don't know. So I guess that's the gist of it. That's the shifts that I'm making at the moment. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same thing I've been doing all year, which is making a lot of flashcards, talking on italki, and studying a lot. But these subtle tweaks in the plan are also important, and it's something that you just kind of have to go on feel for. God, it's noisy out here, sorry. You just have to go by feel on when it's time to shift to grammar or when it's time to shift to vocab. And that's how I've been making those decisions, based on how I feel when I talk, what I feel is most lacking. And whatever is most lacking, I tend to focus on. So that's where I'm at. 4 months left, and I'm starting to hit the gas, hit the accelerator to get as much done as I can before the end of the year. So that is where I'm at. That's it for this short update. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time around. Bye.